Oh man, it's early. 5:33 a.m. Eastern Time. I've been up since 4:30. I was hoping at 5:30, 40 meters would look better than it is right now. But before I started the stream, I made it into Ireland. He was 5-7 here. I was 10 over there. So we'll see. Give me a second here, guys. I'll start calling CQ in a minute. All right, I'm back. KB2UKA is the frequency in use. KB2UKA is the frequency in use. Station ending in USA. Come back again. All right, Barry, good morning. I hear you in there about 4x6. Loads of static crashing I'm getting up here. But when you're in there, my friend. Name here is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. How copy? Over? All right, Barry, Roger. Well, I copy the 100 watts. I suspect as the sun starts to rise here, we should get a little bit better. 40 will wake up. So I'll call CQ slowly here. Kilo Delta Zero USA, KB2UKA, 73. CQ, 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 CQ40, KB2UKA. CQ, 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 CQ40. Kilowatt, Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40. KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, any station anywhere, standing by.
Kilo 5, Foxtrot Bravo.
Good copy. Kilo 5, Foxtrot Bravo. Frank in Texas, good morning. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, Long Island, New York. 50 miles east of New York City, about a mile from the Long Island Sound. You're 5 and 8, Q5 up here, over. Roger. Loads of QSB, but I'm hearing you. I'm just looking at the weather map here. There's There's a system off the East Coast, pretty far off, but a lot of lightning over the ocean, and that's got to be what I'm hearing here. I've been up since 4:30 Eastern. I just got on the radio, 10 minutes ago. Had my coffee already. Now I'm drinking an energy drink, but you're doing a good job. I am running a Sunsdr2 DX, 1200 watts into a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical. Hope the audio sounds good to you. I'm doing a bunch of digital audio processing through my iMac via Logic Pro. Over.
QSL, somebody's tuning up on the frequency, but still good copy on this. Yeah, the audio sounds very good. And is the software on your QRZ page? I'm looking at your QRZ page. I'm running the Flex 6700 here in ACOM 1010 at about 500 whiskey and a 40-meter port, or among my vertical loop at the moment. So I have a 30-meter port on loop that I use for 2310. But yeah, I like the nice QRZ page you got there. And do you have a reference to
All right, Roger. QSB's starting to get the best of you, but I copied most of that. If you put my call sign KB2UKA into the search box of YouTube, you'll find my YouTube channel, and I'm live streaming right now. So the video will be up there forever. We're 7 minutes in. You'll be able to hear and see your signal report. Over.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, you've faded down to about 5 and 3. So amazing QSB at the moment. Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilo Alpha, this is Kilo 5, Foxtrot Bravo for ID. I don't know how long we're going to be able to hold it. Still a good copy on you, but like I said, down to S3. Over.
Well, you came back up. You're 5 and 7 now. But yeah, QSB's all over. I'm assuming I probably just came up. Over.
Yes, you did.
All right, Frank. Well, I appreciate the QSO. Like I said, I think things should get better with a little bit of time here this morning. Check out the YouTube page. The link below the first paragraph will bring you there also on the QRZ page. It's too early in the morning for me to have the camera on. So I've just got the Expert Electronics Sunsdr software up there. You could see Logic Pro on the left-hand side of the screen. You'll be able to see the virtual studio rack I'm running there also. So Kilo 5, Foxtrot Bravo from KB2UKA 73.
Okay, Doug, it was very nice to meet you for the first time. I'd like to wish you and yours up there on Long Island all the best. I hope we can talk again before too long. Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilo Alpha, this is Kilo 5, Foxtrot Bravo. 7-3 and take care, Doug.
73.
Hey, what's up, Doug?
Hey, good morning. Who's that?
It's Brian. Hey, I'm just trying to. I just got this profile fixed. I just wanted to see what it sounded like.
It sounds good, but the QSB is horrible. I wish you were 10 over. You're about 4x7, but it's bright and pretty. Over.
Let's give it something else. See what that does. Hold up. Oh, hang on. This profile's a bit different. Hang on. Hey, yeah, we got some power now. See how that works. I just shoved it up to about 700 watts.
Oh boy, 5 over 9.
Yeah, the amplifier really does make a difference. If you remember to turn the PA on, over.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I look over and the operating button's off, and I'm doing 25 watts.
Yeah, I do it all the time. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. There's a whole bunch of things I keep doing. But anyway, this is the 4K wide profile. I got it fixed yesterday. Thank God. It took me a while, but it seems to be stable for right now. So hopefully it sounds pretty good. Over.
It sounds beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm live also, so you'll be able to hear it back. I'm glad you... what signal strength are you copying me? Because I want to try something.
Oh, you're 5.9 plus 10 down here.
Okay, I'm going to switch to a profile in a second that I'm trying to get actually a lot of bass. And it'll only work, I think it'll only work well if I'm 10 over. So this, I'm really trying, because what I'm doing right now is more rag chew 4K. Let me know what you think of this next one. Stand by. Okay, KB2UKA. I'm going to do one other adjustment in the second. So my normal 4K transmit profile is 32 low, 4032 high. This EQ that I'm doing now, I've got boosts in like the 25 to 40 hertz range. But I'm going to stretch the low end on the transmit profile in a second. But so far, what do you think of this, KB2UKA?
Boy, either the signals will just come up, or you just got extremely loud. It sounds pretty dang good, to be honest. You went up to a plus 15, touching on the 20 sometimes. Boy, that sounds really good, Doug. Gosh, I don't think I would change a thing, over.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, do you hear more bottom end? Do you hear more rumble when I did the switch?
Yeah, I sure do. Well, not so much a rumble, but you can tell it's stretched out at the bottom end. Boy, I tell you what, that'd probably be better a little bit, probably around about 5 or 6 kilohertz wide. You'd really, really hear it. You can tell that it's kind of closed in there. Over.
Okay, well, I'm still 4K high, but I dropped the low end on the transmit profile to 20 hertz now. I was at 32 hertz. Now we're at 20 hertz. Over?
Okay, yeah, I can hear that now. Yeah, I can hear that. I run mine... God, I don't even know where I run mine at. Let's see. Gosh, I don't know. So yeah, say I run mine at 20 hertz on the 4K profile, but some of them I run at 0. Just change it completely out to 0, and then really kind of stretch things out. But I run a, I think it's the modern. Yeah, here it is. Oh boy, I've got to turn this thing down. So I run this modern exciter. Let me back this thing off a little bit. And boy, this thing pushes some bass out of it and all. So I have to be careful how much I push out of here. I had this thing flat out. But it really shoves out that bottom end on this exciter over.
Oh, the modern exciter is beautiful. I can't run it on Logic Pro, but I was running it in Cakewalk. I just put the low end in the transmit bandwidth to 0. So now I'm 0 low, 4,000 high. And you know what? Just for fun here, I'm gonna boost. I've got a kind of a big bottom in line here. It's called the one knob fatter. So I'm gonna put that up a little bit. Let's see. Ooh, there we go. This is KB2UKA. I should be getting a little rumble on your end. Over.
Oh boy, I heard that when you when you went ahead and done that. I heard it.
All right, so
you can hear the it's not so much a rumble. You can just really hear the bottom end. It's not like a boom boom, like a bass box, old style bass boom boom boxes, but you can really hear it coming up through more bass. Sounds pretty good. I like that feature. Boy, I heard that.
All right, good. Yeah, I'm seeing on the pan adapter here a nice spike on the low end. Yeah, I guess I'm saying the wrong thing. Not boom, but it's almost as if you can feel it. But I was watching Steve's live yesterday, and then his internet went down. But he opened up with this whole thing that when you're really running Voodoo, if you got to remember about communication being the main point here. And if your signal's not strong and you've got a big boost in the low end, no one's going to hear you, or they're going to hear you like crap. So he said, have a 4K. If you want to go 4K, you should have a Voodoo profile. You should have a regular balance 4K profile. So this is me working on that Voodoo stuff, Glenn. Over.
Okay. Yeah, gosh, you told me about it in the morning. I fell asleep yesterday afternoon and woke up and I was like, oh crap, here it is. So switched it on and nothing was going on. I was like, oh wow, I don't know what happened. He had backhoe out the front of the house yesterday morning. I was like, oh wow. I said, did they dig up your internet? He's like, I thought the same thing too.
Good morning, guys. I should sound a little bassier. Rui, the Suns, the Anons, they're the best transmitters, I think.
I run the Iesu 891 in the truck, and the receiver on it, I think goes to 3 kilohertz wide, but you can stretch it a little bit. There is one in there you can go 3.2 and stuff, and you can hear it. There's some of these guys who are on the 7300. God, they sound really good. You can make them sound good on that 891. Plus, I run the thing through the car stereo, through the auxiliary unit, and because I got a Toyota. All these vehicles come with it now, but sounds pretty damn good. One thing I got about the truck was I had to have a really good stereo system in there because I do a lot of driving. But anyway, so it sounds pretty good in there. But you'll get some of these guys who are running like 2.8 wide, and they're not hearing it. And I've heard it on the SDR too. And Steve's a prime example. I live all the way down south here. I'm pretty much on the beach. I'm only a few miles from the
Oh, Andy, that's Glenn, K4GHC.
And I have a hard time here in Vermont, and I can hear Steve in there, and it's true. You can hear that thump down in there. He was running kind of wide, just hear that thump. I was like, oh, well, there he is, but I can't hear the rest of it. And the SDR's through for that too. Yeah, so I run like 3-4 different profiles. This is the one I had problems with over the last couple of weeks. Something keeps happening to it, but I've got it running now. But this is the 4 kilohertz wide one. I got a 3 kilohertz wide profile. I've also have a 2.8 in there for DX and only. And then there is a 8 kilohertz wide profile. But, of course, I haven't used it yet. Of course, it's still only a general, so I can only stay up on the top half of the bands. And you know how crowded it gets up here, so I need to go and get the extra taken care of so I can use the rest of it. Over.
Oh, you and me both. I need to get the extra. But listen, it's quiet up here now, so if you want to open it up to 8K, this way, because you're very strong, you'll be able to hear it back on the YouTube. You want to give it a shot?
Yeah, okay. Let me get it in there and then check Cakewalk, make sure it's okay. I'll be right back.
All right, yeah, give it a shot. I don't have an 8K profile built yet, which will probably be the next thing, but I want to hear you. Over. All right, guys. Good morning, Andy, Todd, Rui. Good morning, guys.
KB2UKA from K4GHC.
All right, go again. I wasn't stretched out there. Go ahead.
All right, Doug, here we go. This should be the 8 kilohertz profile right here. Boy, I hope I have this thing set up right, because it's going to sound muddy as heck. Anyway, hope you're hearing it okay from K4GHC.
Oh, wow. It's a really, really good starting point. There's QSB. I wish there wasn't, but It sounds like an AM radio station. It sounds great, Glenn. Over.
Okay. Well, I just turned the power back up. I didn't realize, these profiles, I set them up right quick, and I need to go back through them and set everything up properly, because there's like the PA will be off on one, the power will be down on the other one, and the tune will be all the way to max, and I need to go through there and set them up properly. But cool. Yeah, I can see it looks pretty good on my pen adapter here. I got it stretched out. Boy, I should have had YouTube running this morning, or the OBS up and running this morning, because I should have just recorded this both sides. That would have been pretty good. Over.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm tempted to hear how this sounds. I got to figure out a better way to monitor. I've got some old radios sitting in here. Maybe I need to just put a piece of coax on the end of the one of them. Because you and I know you can record it, you can do all that, but it all changes once it goes out the antenna. Over.
Yeah, that's right. You got so many. Gosh, I need to turn this back down, but I'm going to leave it for right now. Let it run. You're going through a DAW. Well, for the guys running all this stuff, or rack unit. You're going through all this stuff, and you're piping it into, OBS, and then you're coming through the radio, and it all changes. Every process, even my sound card, I use the Behringer, I forget which one it is now. Is it the Onyx? I think it is. I use it, and that's different from the M-Audio sound card. So they're all different. So by the time you process all this audio and push it out of the back of that radio, yeah, it's completely different. And then you're listening to it through a set of speakers, or, I use a web SDR, Doug. I go into that, what is that one up in Pennsylvania? I can't never remember. Oh, gosh. Can't remember the name of it, but there's one up there in Pennsylvania we use. I use one in Houston, too. Check my audio and stuff. But I also monitor it through the radio before I key up, and also through Banana. I can monitor it there too, so like 3 or 4 places I can monitor the audio, so which is a good thing. Yeah, there's that web SDR up there in Pennsylvania that we're getting to. Actually, we was talking last night, me and John, N8LLC. We was on Zello there, and we was showing a guy from the UK, or letting him listen to our audio, through that web SDR. Over.
So I was thinking about this last night, because I know Art also uses WebSDR. So what do you guys do? Because so you log in a WebSDR, and then do you record that feed?
I don't. I just let it. If I'm going to listen to it, I'll listen to it. I just turn all the volume off, just so I can just about hear the radio, and I just listen to it through the speakers on the from the website. That's all I do, and just go a few sentences, see how it sounds, and then move along. But a good thing about the web SDR is you can pretty much go anywhere you want. So, you can pretty much find a real good empty spot and then do what you want to do for about 5 minutes and move along,
Yeah, okay. So you monitor WebSDR, you shut the volume off, the receive volume off in the expert software or whatever you're using. Okay, yeah, all right. Well, that gives you something to play with.
Well, it just gives you an idea where you're at. Once you start playing with all this stuff, the thing about it is, so like if I change the EQ, you know this yourself, you change the EQ, you've got to come down the whole thing and adjust everything else. Well, if you forget to change your gate or something like that, boy, you could have some serious problems. I know if I run the 4 kilohertz wide profile and I turn the exciter off, gosh, I pretty much have to chew the microphone to get the gate to open,
Oh, yeah. You shut something off, you turn it on, you're 100% right. Everything changes down the waterfall. It all changes. All right. So what you're hearing, here's what I want to know. I'm assuming you're still listening to me at 4K. Does this have that voodoo sound?
It has, I wouldn't say a voodoo sound, but it has a really good ESSB sound. if it were, I would leave the thing alone, to be honest with you. It sounds really good. You got some bottom there, you got some mid-range, and some top end. The top end's not overbearing. That's a good thing. And you know, I tell you this, Doug. My hearing is not that good. I work in a loud machine shop because I'm a machinist, and my hearing is not that good. So I'm probably one of the worst ones to ask. But I tell you what, when I look at your signal 4K wide, boy, it's pretty good. It's in there, dude. So you don't have a lot of adjusting to make on that. But it's a really good ESSB profile there, and I wouldn't touch it if it were me. Over.
All right, Roger, good. Well, just to hear the difference, I'm going to go back to the other profile, and I just want to know if you hear the bottom end not as strong now. The one I'm about to go to should be brighter. Stand by 1 second. Okay, KB2UKA. That should have brightened up a little bit. Over?
Yeah, it sure did. It sure did. Yeah, you can tell the difference. So, gosh, they both sound good. This is a good... I tell you what, if you're talking rag chewing to like Australia or something like that, because Australia is in right now. I've been listening to them guys since about, I don't know, 3:30 this morning, and they're all 5 and 9. This would be a perfect profile to chat with them guys down there. Over.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I have it titled. This is more of conditions aren't perfect, but I want to be 4K wide. Right before you answered me, about 10 minutes before, I had an Ireland station. I was 10 over there. He was 5 and 7 here, and I've been hearing the VKs a little bit lower.
Yeah, they're 5 and 9 up in here. But, my antenna faces pretty much north and south. I'm 11 degrees east of north, and kind of sucked. But that's the only trees I got. So, it is what it is. But they're coming in good. I'll tell you what, Doug, last night, we stayed up last night. We ran some FT8 and stuff. And boy, what a disaster. I was hardly getting into Europe. I wasn't doing much in the States. In the end, I had to just switch it off. I was like, I can't do this no more. Bands were just all over the place. Boy, I haven't seen it like that in years. So, gosh, I don't know. Hopefully they pick up a bit better. I've seen the SFI and all picked up. The A index and K index stabled out a little bit. We had a sunspot come into view, and boy, it's just a mess right now, though. Over.
Yeah, I rarely get on in the evening just because of the kids and the wife. But last night I had some time, so I jumped on 40 at 8 o'clock Eastern. And I was expecting it to be like it's been over the last few weeks, and it was bad. I couldn't hear Rick. I couldn't hear DJ up in Canada. They couldn't hear me. And the pan adapter was almost blank. Over?
Yep, that's right. That's the same way down here. Oh boy, it was a mess. I don't know. It was the way it goes. We're coming out of the bottom and slowly on the uptick, coming up into some half decent stuff. But these people haven't been through a low spot, slowly coming back up to a high spot. It's kind of it deter you a little bit. You'll be like, I ain't switching it on. But same as anything, you got to have it on. You never know what's going to be out there. Personally, I thought it would be better than what it was last night. God, it sucked. I got to about 10:30 last night, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. So I shot through voice right quick, and it's just, oh boy, it's pitiful. I worked that one guy up in Calgary yesterday. Bro, he had a pilot, and it took me forever to get in there. So I kept floating around the band. I think that was up in 20, I think. So I was floating around the band, stopped back and give a call, and finally got in there. But he was on all day. old Rick up there in Calgary. Spoken to him before, but boy, it was tough, real tough. So it was going on all day and all night. So, but anyway, all right, Rick. Well, I'm gonna let you go, dude. Let you. Let's see. I got to move. I got to get some more coffee. That's what I need to get. I keep getting these brain farts. I can't think. So, Doug, we'll let you get back on and talk to these other people here. I'm sure they're waiting. And instead of me blowing my gums, you know. So anyway, Doug, thanks for that. And boy, that thing sounds good, dude. I wouldn't change anything if it were me. KB2UKA from K4GHC 73. Doug, I'll catch up with you later, man. Have a good weekend. What's left of it?
Oh, yeah, Glenn. Good to speak to you 2 days in a row. You enjoy your Sunday. I don't know what we're going to get into today. I'm sure cleaning will be involved. Kilo 4 Golf Hotel Charlie, KB2UKA 73. All right, let's see if anyone else has a copy there. This is KB2UKA, QRZ. CQ, 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 CQ40, KB2UKA, CQ, 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 40 meter. Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt America, QRZ. So, KB2UKA standing by for a sec. So, Rui, yeah, the front end on these SDRs are amazing. But, and there's a lot of very good conventional radios out there. If, you know, the way a good friend of mine explains it, with the audio that I'm pumping into the radio, and if you're not doing this audio stuff, then yeah, you know, a 590, a Yaesu, an ICOM, they're great. But hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. If the audio, hold on one second, guys. I just want to go back to this. Hold on. All right. If the audio that you're pumping into the radio, think of it as a big funnel, and the funnel is 2 feet wide at the top. I want all that liquid to flow into the radio. And if I can't, if I'm constrained at 2.9 kilohertz or 2900 hertz, if I'm constrained at that transmit bandwidth, it's going from a 2-foot funnel opening down to a 1-inch output. The radio just can't handle what I'm trying to put into it. So with the Suns and the Anons, it can handle what I put into it, and it can then output that. So what I'm pumping in is what I'm getting out, and I can't do that with a conventional radio, Rui. All right, I'm back. KB2UKA. CQ, 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 CQ40, KB2UKA, CQ, CQ, 40 meter, KB2UKA, QRZ. CQ, 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 CQ40, kilowatt, Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, CQ, 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 CQ40, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. Rui, I'm almost certain they are. I think they are. Yes, from a receive standpoint, I believe they are. I have not looked at the specs, of the Calibriano, but I believe I don't see why they wouldn't be. CQ, 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 KB2UKA, CQ, CQ, CQ40, Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, CQ, 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 CQ40, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, any station anywhere, standing by. No worries, Rui. No worries at all. Well, it's getting later here. There should be more signals. CQ, 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 CQ40, KB2UKA, CQ, 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 CQ40, Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, calling CQ40, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, standing by. CQ, 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 CQ40, KB2UKA, CQ, 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 40 meter, Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, any station anywhere, standing by.
Kilo November 4, Sierra Mike Romeo.
Kilo November 4, Sierra Mike Romeo. Good morning, Tom. Tom, name here is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, our third QSO. Third one, Tom. We spoke back in July on 20 meter. We spoke June of 2020 on 40 meter. You're sounding good up here this morning. I'll give you a signal report next transmission. How copy? Over?
Hey, roger that. Good morning, Doug. Yeah, I was looking at my log where I'd seen that call in before. Yeah, you coming in good, Charlie 59 down here in Alabama. I heard you calling, and I figured I'd throw back and see how you doing today.
We're doing well. Bright and early for the both of us. I've been up since 4:30 Eastern. Been on the radio about 40 minutes. And you were 5 and 8 when you first called me, and there's a load of QSB. I don't know how long you've been on 40 this morning, but it needs to wake up and quiet down a little bit. You're 5 and 8 to a 4x6, but Q5, I hear you fine. Hear you fine. What do you have planned for the day? Over?
Not a whole lot planned. Just rest up and get ready for the work week. Start again tomorrow. I'm not really looking forward to it, but it's one of them things we got to do.
Roger. Yeah, I'm never looking forward to it. That's why I get up so early on the weekend. I get up early during the week too, but I'm usually up 4:30 to 5 a.m. And this is a good 2 to 3 hours of quiet time for the daddy over here. And the children are sleeping, the wife is sleeping. I could do what I want. Over?
Hey, roger that. Yeah, I've been up since probably right about 3:30. Wife's been up since 2:30. We just sitting back drinking coffee. I figured I'd come in here and turn the radio on and see what's going on this morning.
Well, there were some VK stations down below. I had an Ireland contact about 30 minutes ago. And just had a long QSO with my friend Glenn, K4GHC, also in Alabama. So Long Island has a path to Alabama right now. Over?
Hey, roger that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, some of the bands are completely quiet this morning. 20, it was nothing hardly on me a while ago when I was rolling through there.
Yeah, well, 20 should pop up as the sun rises here. And last night, we were just talking. I hopped on 40 meter at 8 o'clock expecting a bonanza, and there was nothing. But it looks like it's going to be better today. The SFI is up into the 90s. So I think this should open up pretty good here in the next hour or so. Over?
Hey, roger that. Yeah, I know 2 weekends ago, 10, 12, 15, and 17 was opened up like crazy. But last weekend, 10 and 12 didn't open up very much, but 15 and 17 was in there. It's kind of weird how they'll do that, but I guess it's just propagation and that time of the year.
Yep. Enter in the winter months. You get some DX on 80. 40 usually is wide open. Yep, I was playing around on 17 and 15 last couple of weeks, but I don't know, maybe today in the early afternoon. That's usually when it's popping. I love 17. I love it because I get a very low noise floor, and station could be 5x3 and they sound 5x9. Over.
Hey, Roger that. I've noticed the same thing. I enjoy 17 myself. I stayed on 80 or 75 meters for a long time. And the guys I hang out with, but we could jump down to 40 and 20 and get off the 80. So when I finally did,
Morning, Dana. All right, Roger. Well, the QSB is starting to get the best of you, so I'm going to say 73 before we can't hear each other. But probably what will happen in that 5 minutes, you'll go up to 10 over. Kilo November 4, Sugar Mike Radio, KB2UKA. God bless. Have a beautiful Sunday and don't work too hard this week. 73. All right, take care. Maybe things will normalize here in a little bit. All right, this is KB2UKA, Long Island. Anyone copy? Over. Whiskey Station, try again.
Whiskey 4, Alpha Charlie Tango.
All right, Whiskey 4, Alpha Charlie Tango. Richard in Florida, good morning. Name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, Long Island, New York, 50 miles east of New York City. A little less than a mile from the Long Island Sound. You were 3x6 when you first called. Then you were 5x7. So that's been the MO here this morning. How copy? Over.
You are just banging into our area in Florida here. Your audio is excellent. You're hopping over my S9 pretty good up to about almost 5-6 over. And by the way, my wife is from Sayville.
Okay, Roger. Yeah, Sayville, not too far from here. We live in Kings Park. I grew up in Huntington. My wife grew up in Farmingdale. We transplanted to Connecticut for about 4 years back in 2011, and when we've been back here 8 years. 8 years. And you settled on a 5 and 7 for now. But Q5 copy, Q5. I'm running a, this is our first Q, so it looks like, Rich. I'm running a Sunsdr2 DX. The amplifier is a Mercury III, so I'm doing about 1,200 watts into a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical with 100 ground radials, 65 feet each in average. Legal limit tuner remotely at the base of the antenna, and a whole bunch of audio processing digitally on the i9 iMac. How's the audio sound? Over.
Well, I'll tell you, sir, you've invested your money well because you have a wonderful signal. One of the best I've actually heard on the air. For a while as well. So, I think you're starting to go into QSB. I'm probably right in the dirt. So I just wanted to say hi. Whiskey 4 Alpha Charlie Tango, over.
All right, Roger, I still copy you. Yeah, you fell down a little bit. The QSB's pushing us both down. Also, Richard, put my call sign, KB2UKA, into the search box of YouTube. I have a channel there, and I'm live streaming right now. Timestamp is 45 minutes, 12 seconds. You'll be able to watch it back anytime. The video always stays up there. It has today's date in it, and you'll be able to hear and see your signal report. Over.
This is Whiskey Bravo. Excuse me, I used to be Whiskey Bravo. This is Whiskey 4, Alpha Charlie Tango 6.
73, Richard. Take care. Have a beautiful Sunday. All right. In this world of QSB this morning, anyone copy? KB2UKA standing by.
Whiskey Bravo 6, Delta November Echo.
Whiskey Bravo 6, Delta November Echo. QSL?
QSL, this is WB6BME, Whiskey Bravo 6 Delta, Go ahead.
All right, Ward. Good morning. Name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, Long Island, New York. If you've been on the radio, you know there's a load of QSB. So I'm sure I'm all over the place. You're all over the place. Anywhere from a 4.6 to a 5.8. Over?
Yeah, I have you about the same. It sounds like I listened to you about your antenna, and I have an antenna almost as like I have a linear vertical with about 50 ground mount radios. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Roger. I'm sure 50 is just as good as 100. I believe in redundancy, I guess. And I started with 20, and then every few days for the last year, or every few weeks, it ended up happening to be, I'd go out there and add 2 or 3 more. I broke 100 about a month ago. And I might do another 25. We'll see. Over? All right, Ward, Roger, I'm starting to lose you, brother. But thank you for the first contact. Check out my YouTube page. I do this almost every day. Stop by again and say hello. Whiskey Bravo 6, Delta November Echo, KB2UKA 73.
Hotel Delta Juliet, Hotel Delta Japan.
Whiskey 4, Alpha Charlie Tango for a comment.
Hotel Delta Japan, stand by. Whiskey 4, go ahead.
Just want to comment, gentlemen. The Six Flames station is banging here into Florida, and I just got to tell you, I was 63 so that's why I'm in the noise. But you both sound great, and thanks for the both for setting through the boat.
All right, my friend, thank you, 73, and have a beautiful day. Thank you for the comment. Hotel Delta Juliet, go ahead.
Okay, good morning. Good morning, Mr. New York. Kilo Bravo 2 Uniform Kilo Alpha. This is Kilo Alpha 0, Hotel Delta Japan, Jim in Central Florida. Mr. Dog, early morning, good morning, so loud and clear, 5 and 9, over.
Jim, good morning, my friend. You are 5 and 8, 5 and 8. Loads of QSB this morning, so I'm glad you're hearing me okay, but I'm here. You're one of the clearer signals I've heard. What's happening is it always happens this way, I find. Someone will answer a CQ call, and they'll be 10 over 9 when there's bad QSB, and then there'll be 3x5 for the rest of the QSO. It's like the ham radio gods allow us to hear each other, but only the call sign. But I hear you great. Over.
Man, dog, good morning, my brother. Well, I don't know how to tell you you're professional already, but I need to sneak by your backyard and steal your antenna system, over.
What was that about the antenna system?
Yeah, dog. I was joking. I said I would have to sneak up to New York and go in your backyard and grab your antenna and bring it to Florida.
Well, you'll be carrying a lot of copper wire. And I told my wife, when we sell this house, if the new buyers ever go in the backyard with a metal detector, they're going to think they found gold. Because under the lawn is a whole lot of copper wire. Over.
Roger. I know what you mean, my brother. Listen, I'm just jamming the band here. I run in 2 radios. This is only a folded dipole, apex up at 4.5 feet. The ends are dropped down at 2.0 feet each end, and I'm running some tests here. I have a big military operation coming up in a couple of days, worldwide military high frequency. So I'm kind of checking the different radio and antenna, but this is only 125 volt whiskey, 125 whiskey. The other radio, I can bring it up and you will see a difference. But as long as I can hear you as a pinpoint New York, that is good enough. Because we have stations all over the United States in the military coming up.
That sounds like a lot of fun. And what you're using right now, if I'm hearing you 5 and 7, and right now I'm having about 20 dB of static crashing happening, and you're coming right through it. So it is working, Jim. Over.
Yes, Roger. So thank you. Yes, sir. I'm not going to hold you too long. I know with your bodacious signal, everyone is going to call you. But I am pinpointing. You know, upstate New York is a very, very beautiful way for DXN. I get into those guys with just like you in Long Island. It's very, very low power. And they're looking to me, the military stations up there looking to me for the exercise. So I'm just making a chart for the night frequencies. Well, the day frequencies is okay because I have the big antenna. But the dog, man, it's a pleasure, man. Thank you very, very much this morning and every single day. Please take care of yourself and the family and the big apple, over.
Jim, always a pleasure. Always sounding good. And God bless you and your family as well. And thank you for the work that you're doing. Kilo Alpha Zero Hotel Delta Juliet, KB2UKA, 73, brother. Take care.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the military operates out of amateur band, but there's so many hundreds of frequencies impossible to pinpoint. But we operate outside the military band, and I've been doing this for a long time. But yeah, so anyhow, I am beaming into Europe on the other antenna, and hope I can see the European military on another computer, but they told me they're setting up antennas and stuff. Hey, Mr. Dog, it's all a pleasure. Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilo Alpha, from Kilo Alpha Zero Hotel, Delta Juliet, Florida.
73, Jim. Have a beautiful day, and look forward to hearing how the operation went after it's completed. Take care. All right, this is KB2UKA, any station anywhere, standing by. CQ, Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha. CQ, KB2UKA. CQ, 40 meter, Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, standing by. know. Is it getting worse or is it getting better? That is the question. CQ, 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 KB2UKA, CQ, 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 Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, CQ 40 meter, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, standing by and listening. CQ, 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 KB2UKA, CQ, CQ, CQ40, Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, calling CQ40, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, any station anywhere, QRZ. Is that Mr. Mike? I'm getting 20, 30 dB of static crashing. I couldn't hear your name. What's the call? Over? Oh, K4NYX, right, Mike? Mike, I think that's Mike. Kilo 4 November Yankee X-Ray, QSL? And he's gone. KB2UKA, QRZ. CQ, 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 CQ40, KB2UKA. CQ, 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 40 meter. Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha. Long Island, New York, any station anywhere, standing by and listening. All right, we're going to scan around here. KB2UKA QSY. Would you guys look at that? Look at the pan adapter. 6:30 in the morning. What the heck is going on? Glenn, what's up, brother? Sounding good, man. Look at the pan adapter here. Still nothing. Nothing. Except for the wonderful broadcast station on 245. Oh, isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. Here we go. Ooh, do we have a fight? Even though I can't transmit here, let's see where these guys are.
Good time.
Nothing heard. The frequency is clear.
All right, guys. My kids are going to be up soon. I got to take the boy for a haircut. I need one too. Every 2 weeks, I clockwork on a Sunday. So I think I'm going to get out of here. I'll be on later. Things will be better later. They always are. 73 guys. Glenn, Dana, Andy, Rui, Todd, if you're still in there. KY4TG. Hope all of you have a beautiful day. Take care. This is KB2UK Clear.